Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 8th, 9th, and 10th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is the introduction. You're going to find this on all of the videos. But if you want to bypass, or if you like to cross-watch, your rising, ascending moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, then I have probably put a timestamp on in the description so you can bypass and go right to the main reading. I hope you watch the introduction at least one time. Now, again, this is Friday through Saturday. I will be using my Radley Valentine deck. For the main reading. This is my Angel Tarot cards. I will also use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pick one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the reading that we're doing now, the overview of the readings, I will be using my Rider-Waite traditional tarot, and I will be pulling one from my, yes, still have to look for her, Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Couple of things going on. The energies are kind of quiet, but yet they're not. I don't know if this is kind of the eye of the hurricane, the calm before the storm. I'm not sure. The Schumann resonance, which I am not an expert in, but I do share when it's when it's spiking and when it's all that nice and white, high intensity. That has been fairly calm. I will be posting things on the community page, also my Facebook and my Instagram when things are a little bit, are changing up a little bit, okay? So now what's going on then for these times? Let's see what we have here on my... Okay, we've talked about July 5th already in the last one. On July 9th, Mercury, that's in Cancer, will be squared with Jupiter in Aries. Now, squaring, there's a little opposition there. Mercury is about communication, it's about speaking. It's in Cancer, which is about family, home, very caring type of energy. So there's an emotional energy, and it's squaring with Jupiter in Aries, which is actually good luck. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune. Aries is the god of war. So there could be some things that, just kind of like making that, talk about, when I've talked about this before, it's kind of like that grain in the that grain of sand in the, in the oyster shell. And, it's kind of an irritant, but yet at the same time has good energy come out. It becomes that pearl. It could be that. It could be that happening. And remember, it's not just a light switch that turns on and off. It actually is kind of like, oh, the energies start and then the energies dissipate. So we have that going on. Mercury, which is again in Cancer, is, I told you that way. Hold on a second. Cancer is actually the sun in Cancer on the 10th, sextiles with Uranus, which is in Taurus right now. Uranus in Taurus is all about expect the unexpected. This is just kind of like two planets, or, the sun and Uranus just kind of hanging out again. And, nothing really major, but yet things are getting ready. It's kind of like they're making plans for the party. They're making plans for the barbecue or the winter, whatever is going on. They're just kind of making plans on what's going to be happening. And Uranus is going to have some really interesting energy. I think it's going to be around August 1st or 2nd. So we'll watch what's going on there. Then the 10th is, is 3 days before that full moon. The full moon on the 13th will be in Capricorn. And that's when, on the 10th, 3 days before, 3 days after, that's when you do things like you release, relinquish, and request, as I like to put it. You release the things that are holding you back. You relinquish what you don't need anymore, and you request all the stuff. And 3 days before is a really good time that you can start doing that. I like especially the day before and the day after, or in the day of, so the 12th, 13th, and the 14th, but you can definitely start preparing and putting that energy out, okay? So, things are happening. There's also some things happening in the natural world. On July 5th, there's some weird stuff going on. We will see, and again, like I said, I'll post stuff as it pops up and kind of goes, oh my goodness, things are happening. A lot of us are feeling, on edge with it. We might feel a little calmer again. I kind of wonder, though, again, is this that eye of that hurricane? Is that the eye of the storm where everything appears calm and we just now wait? Who's to say? Anyway, let's see what we have here with our White Rider tarot cards. So let's get started. If I have not responded to you via, email or any direct messaging and such, I am so sorry. As many of you know, I'm on, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm kind of on summer hours, and the time is not totally my own. So let's see what we have going on. Okay, when a card flies, it needs to be seen. But it is face down. Now, anything that's reversed is a little bit stronger energy. So it is face down. Let's adjust that camera a little bit more. Let's see what else we might have. What higher power? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and just ask whatever words need to come through to whoever is out there that needed to hear the message. So let's see, higher power, what do you want to say? What's going on in the world per se? Lots of strange stuff. But again, as I'm always telling you, no matter what is going on in the world, we still need to live our lives. We are very much light workers. We are star seeds. We were brought here for this moment, and we need to encourage each other, okay? And many times in your comments also encourage me, so thank you for that. Here we go. Okay. It does help if I put my glasses on. It does help a little bit. So let's see what we have here. What's going on in the world? First card, this is the one that flew out. Ace of Swords. So now, Ace is number one, okay? It is a one. It is new beginnings, new starts. It's a new leg of a journey, okay? It's a new chapter in your life. It's a new, it's a new way of looking at something. Now, Swords energy is our air energy. It is our Aquarius, and Saturn's in Aquarius. It is our Gemini. Venus is in Gemini, and it's also our Libra. So it's air energy. It is thought processes. It is making plans. It's also hearing news. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning in a new challenge, in a new way of looking at life, a new way of looking at, and even in experiencing what is going on around us. Okay. Now the thing about it is there is this very bright divine hand coming. So it is a divine timing type of energy here, and it's coming out of the gray cloud. So something with that's going on. So even though this would be kind of like the silver lining, looked in the silver lining into the storm cloud in itself. But it's also telling me that God, higher power, has things handled. Okay, I am getting kind of an Excalibur type of energy here. Going back to that King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, and again, whatever's coming out of my mouth, you tell me what this might mean to you, because like I said, I just open up and let this all flow. I am kind of getting the Excalibur. I am getting the Knights of the Round Table. I am getting the King Arthur type of energy with the Ace of Swords. Next card is... Okay, so now we have an Eight of Cups. So eight of Cups. We've had this a couple of times, I think, or at least once in our universal reading. 8 is unlimited opportunity, unlimited possibilities. The Eight of Cups is, Cups is again Pisces, Scorpio, and it is also Cancer. We are in Cancer season right now. It has that emotional energy to it. It has that family, that home, that really what you care for type of energy here. So Cups is very fluid, very, very spiritual too. But this is, the interesting thing about this is the Cups are nicely stacked. They're nicely stacked, and I'm kind of getting a, I don't know if we're having a Five of Cup energy here and a Three of Cup energy here. But the thing about this is, and Five of Cups is really looking for that silver lining and that all things happen for a reason. And the Three of Cups is the celebration. All of a sudden I'm looking at it and seeing how these are, these are stacked on each other a little bit differently. But the thing about this is a turning away. This is a walking away from what you once knew, walking away from what is, the standard. Now, we do have the, this crescent moon, and I do think that would then be, oops, that came upside down. I do think, I could be wrong with this one. I think, well, okay, I'm not going to go if that's the waning or the waxing, but usually at the waxing moon to the full moon is as it's, as it's time for requesting and such like that. So we did have our new moon just recently in Cancer. We are coming to that full moon in Capricorn. And, Capricorn, again, what did I say? That was on the 13th. So things are changing. Things are, happening. So maybe by the 13th. But again, this is a walking away from an emotional situation. And it's very, it's very, the path may not necessarily be easy, but it's really a very strong major change, and it's letting things go. Next card is, now, so we have that Five of Cups again. Remember I told you that we have that Five of Cup energy here? So five has some change energy. It has, positive, it's negative energy. It's just change. Change happens. Change can be very stressful. The Five of Cups, again, the cup energy, it is about, the fluidity. It is about the emotional energy. And here the person again. So here we have that three again, too, and the three and the two. So here we have the Three Cups. They've spilt. They've lost whatever they contained. And the person is mourning that. This is kind of like mourning the past and yet not necessarily seeing the good in that future. Okay? So there's some emotional changes happening with this energy here. And again, there is this walking away. I still get that Arthurian King Arthur type of vibe with that Ace of Swords. Don't always get that. In fact, I don't think I ever got that before. But I am getting that there is, there is a new path, a new direction, hearing things. But we leave something behind, or the universe is changing, leaving something behind, and it may not necessarily feel positive to everyone, but again, this is that looking for that silver lining and just moving on, or getting ready to move on, because this person now needs to mourn a little bit. This person is definitely saying, okay, I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for something better. Okay? And again, the moon, something with the moon here. Okay, let's see what, Colette, I'm so sorry, Colette Baron Reed. Let's see what we have here with the good tarot. Now, so we've had the water sign and we've had the air sign, and now we have the air sign again. That one flipped over. So this is challenges. This has some challenge to it. Now, this is the Page of Air. Now, all of the court cards have dual energies. Page's underlying energy is our earth energy. It's our tangible energy. It's our Capricorn, so we're coming into that Capricorn full moon. I think there's something with that. Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus. There's still a lot of Taurus stuff going on with that. It's also our Virgo energy. So it's our money, our job, our career, very tangible energy, very much our house energy, our home energy. Air energy again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So hearing news, starting on a new plan. This could have something to do with your job, your security, but it's also hearing news, again, that new plan. And the page, though, the page says, okay, I feel like the page is kind of like, rolling up her sleeves and saying, let's jump in, let's get things done, let's do this. Pages are very enthusiastic. Pages just, they don't know, they don't see the obstacles. They just know things have to be done, things have to change. Pages are also messengers of the king's court, king or queen's court. They would be the messengers. They would bring the message to wherever it needed to go. So something about this air, again, there is some challenges. It's not necessarily an easy leap, but at the same time, it's something that is very, very needed. Okay, so here we have, that's the page of air. The only one we did not speak of is fire energy. That is our Aries, our Leo, Sagittarius. That is passionate, burning, determined. That would be your rods or your wands energy. Okay, very, and we do have Aries going on. We still have that, remember that Sagittarius full moon, we will be feeling that effect for a little bit longer, not just from full moon to full moon. It just kind of, like a rock skipping on the pond. It keeps moving on. But we will be going into Leo season, and we will have some Leo energy going on, pretty soon too. We are feeling more and more of that Leo energy. So something challenging, walk away, feel your emotions, but know that, even though it may feel very hard and may feel very harsh, it is time to walk away, because there is this new, I don't know, I feel, again, I get this new, the Excalibur energy, I get the King Arthur energy, I get the Knights of the Round Table energy, and the page of air says, hey, we might not necessarily understand it or agree with it, but, the page is like, let's go do it. Let's get started. Okay, so anyway, this is the moment, we're about to start your readings, but this is the moment where I ask you to please, please, please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, share it with everybody if you would, please. It really helps, and I really thank you all. We got to 25,500 subscribers. Thank you. Now, I would love it if you all watched, but I do thank you for subscribing. I really, really do. Anyway, I've done that part, so why don't we start our readings? Hello, my Pisces. How are you doing? Well, let's see what higher power has for my Pisces. Higher power. What do you have for our Pisces? If I can say the words. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Coming to terms, facing things. Okay, don't be so harsh on yourself, my Pisces. Don't be so harsh. You did the best you could with whatever the information you had at the time, so don't be so harsh with yourself, whoever that's for. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. These are reversed strong stuff. Let's see what we have. First card, the Chariot. A situation is going to move on very quickly. It's going to resolve itself very quickly. But the thing that you have to do is you have to give it up to your higher power. You have to give it up to God and say, God, I cannot handle this. This is of yours. This is for you to make these changes. It doesn't mean that you have to leave a situation or leave a relationship. It's just that this is bigger than you right now, okay? There's something about that other person's energies or that other job's energy that it just tries to suck the life out of you. You need to, cloak of protection, as I talk about, and you need to give it up to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, whoever that is, again, to you, okay? So the thing is, hands off the wheels, hand off the reins. And there is some changes to expect, some changes with whatever this is about. Now the Chariot, there's a 7 on the Chariot. 7 is a divine umbrella, divine intervention, sometimes divine interference. This is Archangel Metatron, believed to have been Enoch before the flood. He had a really close relationship with God, talked with her, and basically did not die, was supposed to be transfixed into the heavens, okay? But the Chariot is having faith and believing that something bigger than you will help and take, and will, take those reins, okay? So don't try to be the one to make the changes. No, I'm sorry. Don't try to be the one to make the changes by, and again, I want to make it so that it's not you that just has to change. It's don't be the only one to make these changes, okay? There has to be some moderation. There has to be some, I don't necessarily like to say, some compromise, because usually whenever I've had a compromise, it's usually fine. We'll do what you want. So but it has to be some really deep compromise going on. Okay, anyway, the Chariot also brings about promotion. The Chariot also brings about really wonderful energies. So, but again, it's you not trying to control the situation, and also you're not the only one involved in this. There's a partnership, or there's a duality here that is a little bit out of balance. And so the Chariot basically says, hey, let me handle this, and let me put things back into balance, or put things in a new balance. How's that? That's a lot from the Chariot. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Next card, reversed. Ace of Water. So we have a 7, we have a 1. Aces are ones. Ones, new beginnings, new starts. Water is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, fluid and emotional energy. This is like once you give up this energy, once you give up the control, once you give up the the reins, it's like this new beginning begins for you. It's like it's like a weight off of your shoulders. There's a divine opening happening here. The Ace of Water is a new romance, a new love, a new job. Now, it does not mean that you have to leave your job, or leave your partner, or leave your love. It just means things start to grow again. Things start to move again. Okay? So falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. So this is good. But the thing is, some of this is also try not to micromanage. Okay, next card is the Magician. The Magician. Now, I think Cancer got the Magician. So if you have any Cancer in your natal chart, you might want to look at that also. The Magician is a 1, new beginning, new start. So you have a 7-1-1 energy here. When is it? Okay, so maybe this is going to be July 11th. It could be, you don't know. Something's going to be some changes, and kind of get ready this weekend as you're, preparing for whatever Monday. The Magician is Archangel Raziel. Now, Raziel is also part, if you come to 9, which is the Hermit, that's also Raziel too. Raziel says really believe, really have strength, really focus your faith. Know that, that things can happen. Again, to my Pisces, I'm always telling Pisces, even when I'm in my booth or my shop, I'm like, in Pisces, stop saying the but. Believe. Believe in something bigger. Believe that things can happen. Believe in the positive energies. The Magician says, as above, so below. But the thing about this is you need to believe. And the Magician is also about, expect a miracle. So there's a lot of spiritual energy around you this weekend for you to tap into, for you to, to maybe come to a quiet part and really connect with too. Because there's a lot of help for you in this realm. Now, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So 711, those are some of your angel numbers. Let's see what we get here with John Holland. Higher power. What do we want to say from these cards? Here we go. Sure. Wisdom. Now, this is a 5. 5 has change energy. Positive, negative, we don't know, but it's change. Change is always a little stressful. Wisdom, this is the Hierophant energy. I'm not a big fan of the Hierophant. I'm not a big fan with organized government, religious rules and regulations. But the thing about this one is this is not necessarily This is not clinging to the rules and regulations. This is clinging again to, connecting with higher power. This is, reading whatever your scripture is, reading, knowing, and maybe looking on the internet for more knowledge, more more intervention type of energy. But this is a 5. This, again, that change. But you look at this, I like it that the dog is not afraid. So there is this, I don't know if that's his companion, but anyone that likes dogs or likes pets is okay here. There is a light coming. There is that inner light. There is the sun. There is the home. The home is not necessarily as bright as what is being brought. So there is, there is that sense of, spiritual wisdom. Again, a major arcana card here. So let me see what this is all about too. So there could be, but also when I see the wisdom, when I see this person coming, I also feel that there's a blessing on this. Now again, it's not the Hierophant. The Hierophant, oh, let's go away, Hierophant. But with the wisdom in this deck, there's a blessing. There's like a blessing here. They open their house, and when you open, it's what did they say? Be kind to strangers because many times you could be entertaining angels. So, that's always what I try to remember that. So, you want to always remember, higher power does send angels. So there is a lot of spiritual energy for you. These are 3 are major arcanas. Okay, so let's see what we have here, what crystal or energy is going to be helpful for my Pisces. Bringing good news also. I'm getting something that this wisdom is also bringing good news for you. Okay. Air. Breathe. Breathe through this, my Pisces. Air is also good for communication, imagination, independent, witty. So, there's the water energy. There's a lot of the universal energy. I do get good news type of energy from wisdom. So, is this one of those things, think before you leap? Look before you leap? I don't know. But it's not, again, going back to this Chariot, it's not in your control. There's a lot of things that's not in your control, and you just have to let it flow with that too. Okay? Okay. Anyway, my Pisces, so I don't know, let it flow. Here we go. Breathe. Take a moment, my Pisces, to do that. Like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Pisces, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.